So chat, how many of you guys are familiar with a content creator known as YellowFlash? YellowFlash is one of these like anti-SJW, anti-woke content creators who makes a lot of videos just kind of crying about, minorities in movies and, how things are going woke and shit like that. It's really cringe content in my personal opinion. Really low effort, really cringe content. And I want to talk to you guys about YellowFlash today because apparently our boy XANDERHAL kind of got under his skin recently, chat. Oh shit! XANDERHAL did a video on him called Racist Weirdo Big Mad about Miles Morales, and apparently he wasn't a big fan of this video. Now, we're not going to watch the whole video, but we're going to take a look at a little bit of this video just to kind of get an idea of what this video was about. So, without further ado,
play that shit!
Here we go.
All right, everybody. So there's a YouTuber who I've covered for, like, on and off just a couple years now. His name's YellowFlash 2. He's a, like, quartering clone channel, a no-bullshit clone channel that talks about, insert media being woke. This trend
it is true. It is true. I think a lot of these types, these anti-SJW types, like this current generation of these type of channels, I think they saw the success of, like, the quartering and his grift, and they were like, hey, I can do that.
I just peed in my basement.
And they just sort of replicated his formula of like massive spamming and shitting out videos on like, this video game is woke or this movie's woke. And like, they just like repeat that formula in order to like make quick money over like outraged dipshits on the internet.
Has gotten more and more popular over the last couple years, as I predicted correctly, by the way. And recently he's been getting absolutely dunked on Twitter. Because he decided to start a crusade against Miles Morales. Now, much like every other, right-wing anti-woke YouTuber of this type, he pretends not to be racist, but then he got to, like, a certain level of popularity where I guess he felt, like, comfortable enough going mask off, so he started a campaign on Twitter of claiming Miles Morales is Miles Morales, Peter Parker is Spider-Man.
Okay, so that's the grift this time, chat. That's the grift.
Thank you for the membership. Fucking simp.
Thank you.
Jason Dopamine joined the Kuma Nation.
Thank you for that
I'm
membership.
Gonna use this highlighted message to remind you to like and subscribe.
This is true. Like and subscribe if you like the content you're seeing here. It is appreciated for sure. But that's the grift here, chat. Basically getting super mad about the fact that Miles Morales is Spider-Man. Heaven forbid there be a minority character that plays like a main character in a franchise, chat. Oh no! That could not be allowed, chat. You could never have that. And the funny thing is, this isn't even the first time that he's done this grift. This isn't even the first time, chat. In fact, I'm actually blocked on Twitter by YellowFlash because of the first time that he did this grift. What's really interesting is not only did he block my main Twitter, he blocked my alt Twitter too. You know the alt Twitter chat that I normally use so that I can highlight tweets on my stream and stuff like that? Like that's literally the sole purpose of that account. He sought out that account and he blocked that one too. Oh shit! Like he got so ass mad about me, or at me rather, because I dunked on him the first time he did this script. I actually tweeted about this last night. For those of you guys who aren't familiar with this, I said I made this tweet back in December of 2021 and he's still mad. He's still mad, chat. Let's take a look at what we got here. So this was the original tweet that he made when he did this script back in December of 2021.
Fucking simp.
Thank you for that membership. It is appreciated.
796 joined the Kuma Nation.
Thank you.
Newsflash, Stan Lee said anyone can be Spider-Man because Spider-Man wears a mask, so Spider-Man doesn't have a definitive appearance.
Thank you, and true! That's the funniest thing about this whole situation, right? Is it like this guy supposedly covers like nerd culture stuff, like comic books and, movies and stuff like that. You would think he would know something like that. But he apparently is like playing dumb, or let's be honest, like I said, it's just a grift. So he knows that, he's well aware of that. But if he can, pander to a bunch of right-wing dipshits, then he'll go ahead and do that. He'll make stupid tweets like this so he can pander to those people. But in any case, chat, so let's go ahead and let's take a look at this. This was back in December of 2021. He says, here's a quick way to identify Spider-Man, okay? And so we have Miles Morales here, and he puts Miles Morales, and we have Peter Parker here, and it says Spider-Man, okay? And you guys want to see the tweet that I made back in 2021 that got his panties in a twist so hard that he decided to block me and develop a massive fucking hate boner for me all this time later, chat? You guys want to see what I tweeted? This is what I tweeted, chat. I said, let me fix that for you, and I changed it so both of them said Spider-Man. Oh no, I'm such a horrible person, chat. How dare I make such a horrible fucking tweet? He got big mad. He got big mad by this tweet, chat. Dear Lord. So ever since then, he's like fucking hated me. Never mind the fact that in the past, this guy has reached out to me because he had some problem with his YouTube channel. I think he was going to get demonetized or something like that. And so he reached out to me asking for help. And I set him up with some contact I had that could help him with that situation. Never mind the fact that that happened in the past or whatever. One fucking tweet dumping on him for a cringy Spider-Man tweet. And that's all it took for him to get ass mad at me, chat. Oh shit! Oh shit! That's all it took. But anyways, chat, it looks like our boy YellowFlash here got big mad at XANDERHAL for his little video, chat. Like, he got so mad at XANDERHAL that he decided to call XANDERHAL a groomer. He decided to call XANDERHAL a groomer. Completely unfounded allegations of XANDERHAL being a groomer. So, shout out to Cherry Bread TV, friend of the channel, and also XANDERHAL's editor. They said this is because Zan made fun of his racist meltdown over Miles Morales Lamau. Okay, let's see what they had to say. Flash says, this creep groomer that can't even grow a real beard is big mad at me again, and he is 100% a child groomer. Oh shit! Oh shit! Now, I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry, but like, I have never seen XANDERHAL do anything that could remotely be considered grooming, chat. Like, XANDERHAL's a really good dude, friend of the channel. Shout out to XANDERHAL. We love XANDERHAL around these parts, but like, this is a very damning allegation to make, especially if you have like a large following, like a lot of these creators do. You put a label like that on someone, and this has the potential to do a lot of damage to someone's reputation. So it's like, not only that, but it really like downplays like, you know, victims of legitimate grooming, okay? When people throw around these terms like groomer and pedophile so willy-nilly, like, it leads to people not taking legitimate allegations seriously. So for people who like to virtue signal about how much they like to fight against pedophilia and stuff like that, like genuine pedophiles who are harming kids and stuff like that, just willy-nilly throwing around allegations like this does a lot of harm to legitimate victims of those kind of things. So yeah, not a very cool thing to do. And again, of course, it could also lead to very serious harm to the reputation of innocent people when you're throwing around these claims like this. But yeah, he's big mad because XANDERHAL had the nerve to call him a racist for his dogshit take on Miles Morales. We got Brianna Wu chiming in on this situation. If you're gonna make things up about Zan, get more creative. Did you know XANDERHAL has been convicted of carjacking 17 times and runs an unlicensed tiger petting zoo? Obviously meme posting. Oh shit! Obviously meme posting. Shout out to Brianna Wu. What else do we have here in regards to this situation? Because a lot of people chimed in on this shit. We have this person, Josh Friedmaster. Not familiar with them, but either way. XANDERHAL made fun of the fact that YellowFlash has Miles Morales derangement syndrome. His response is to call him a groomer without evidence or anything. What? And it's true. There's no evidence whatsoever that XANDERHAL is a groomer or anything of that nature. We even have Dick Masterson shitting on YellowFlash for this. YellowFlash guy, who is fat and disgusting, just calls everyone who makes fun of him a pedophile. Like, apparently this is a common thing that he does all the time. Just goes around calling people pedophiles or insinuating they're pedophiles because he gets big mad at them for making fun of his dogshit takes. Stardust chimed in to talk about this. Again, we can't see the original tweet because YellowFlash does have me blocked. has had me blocked for the past year and a half because I made fun of the original time he made that stupid Miles Morales tweet. It wasn't enough to get shit on the first time. He had to go ahead and return to the well and try that shit again. Stardust says, are you fucking retarded, shithead? Do you think you're helping any child molestation victims by falsely labeling someone you don't like a groomer? Imagine being this much of a soy bitch over a disagreement. Please, please, please get a lobotomy.
You can shut the fuck up, bitch!
Oh, look who decides to chime in on this situation. It's Flamenco. Oh boy, let's see what dumb shit he has to say. Flamenco says, while I agree in principle to the sentiment, going to guess the chances one of these people probably started it by calling the other a groomer first. Typical Flamenco, just pulling shit out of his own fucking ass to try and justify his hatred for XANDERHAL. How are we not surprised? Stardust responds with Flam. I know you don't particularly like XANDERHAL, but YellowFlash is being a piss baby here. True. Now, if YellowFlash isn't the first person to throw out the smear, 100% justified, to be honest. So, Flamenco's just here assuming that XANDERHAL called him a groomer first, and therefore trying to justify YellowFlash calling, like, him a groomer? Like, there's no... What are you talking about, my guy? Literally, what are you talking about? Then the conversation continues in another separate thread. Don't call him a pedo. Just because he supports teaching third graders how to give BJs doesn't mean he wants to fuck them. Anyway, here's his video calling you a racist for no reason. Flamenco responds with, he did what exactly? This person says, he said being gay is okay, not whatever that guy's saying. To which Flamenco responded, you see, knowing this idiot and some of the books that were taken out of schools in Florida, I'm going to steelman the fuck out of this and say he said the book bans were bad because he's lazy and dumb. Oh shit! Oh shit! Literally Flamenco just jumping to conclusions about people and trying to find bullshit reasons to justify, somebody shitting on someone that he doesn't like. This is literally the guy who said that allegations are evidence when he came up with some bullshit claim that Keffels was like stealing from like the Communist Party or some shit like that. Like, this guy is such an idiot. Like, every time he opens his fucking mouth on social media, he makes himself look like a fucking retard.
As many of you know, I am retarded.
He's such an idiot. But yes, this is true. He literally said allegations are evidence, chat. That is something he said. And it's funny because, like, so many of the claims that he'll make against people, there isn't really any evidence at all. Like, the allegation he made against Keffel stealing from the Communist Party was literally based off of a tweet by some random idiot. There was no evidence to back it up or anything like that. In fact, my understanding is, like, the Communist Party actually came out and said that it didn't happen. But, like, the only evidence he needed was some random fucking Twitter account making the claim, which is funny because there's more evidence of the claims against him, right? There's more evidence of the claims against him, like the fact that he read some Shotokan or whatever, and he admitted that he actually read the Shotokan and shit like that, or the fact that he was found to be in a Steam group with literal Nazi pedophiles. Oh shit! Oh shit! Like, there's more evidence against you, my guy, for any of the claims that you've ever made against anyone. Not to mention the fact that we all know that Flamenco is fucking deranged, chat. Are you familiar with the time that he had such a hate boner for XANDERHAL that he was planning on, like, reaching out to XANDERHAL's mom to try and ruin XANDERHAL's fucking life? If you don't believe me, let me go ahead and show you what I'm talking about.
During his meltdown stream, he proceeds to speculate on my finances and claim that I'm incapable of paying my bills or my rent.
And I don't think this is doxing. I don't know. I'm feeling this out for you guys. I'm feeling this out with you guys because I want to spitball my idea anyway. This guy doesn't make a whole lot of money on the internet, but he has rent that is like upwards of $1,600 a month. My personal theory is that he is not he is not subsidizing his own income through work or anything, and that he is largely paying his rent through his parents floating his rent bill.
And he claims that he believes that my mom actually pays my bills, or at least floats me the money for it.
Very normal human being, right, chat? Very normal human being coming up with these speculations and then like plotting to reach out to XANDERHAL's mom to try and ruin his life.
And pays them for me, and that he wanted to send a letter to my mom in which he would inform her about, I guess, the abusive behavior that I'd alleged about her engaging in towards me over the years.
Now, he has a very interesting history with his parents. He has a very interesting history with his mother, specifically. This guy has gone on record saying that his mom was mentally and physically abusive towards him. So, I don't know if his mom knows about that. I'm wondering, should I send his mom all this nasty stuff that he said about her? It really makes you think. It really makes you think. Bruh, I'm gonna need you to calm down.
Dude, even his chat was telling him to calm the fuck down when he was plotting this shit. You know you're done fucked up. You know you're fucking up when your chat has to tell you, look, you're going a little too far with this shit.
Because, you know, all I would be doing is I would be sending information about his mom, or about him and what he said about his mom to his mom. Now, I don't know.
Very normal behavior, right, chat? Very normal behavior from a very not unhinged individual. Am I right? And also, there's also this clip, which I literally like to find any excuse to play.
Flamenco, I do have to confront you though.
Yes.
So what is this this clip that people linked to me?
So somebody sent me a fuck, marry, kill between you, a person who is like my step cousin.
Okay, whatever you have to say to make yourself feel better, but okay.
Yeah, she's related to my stepfather's sister through like marriage or whatever. So it's like it's a weird thing. And a person named Pantsu Party, who is Ethan Ralph's fiance. So I said I would unalive Pantsu. I would fuck you, and I would marry the girl.
This is very awkward.
Yeah, the girl.
The girl. Remember, this is the girl that he said is like his step cousin or some shit.
Marry the other
Wait, that would be very awkward for family get-togethers if you marry.
I'm sorry, but redheads are just like,
okay, buddy.
What the fuck?
No, I unironically had a crush on her. I unironically had a crush on her.
Wait. Remind me again how y'all are related?
Good question from Augie. Holy shit. So needless to say, Flamenco, no one gives a fuck about your dog shit opinions, okay? But we kind of got a little bit sidetracked there, dumping on Flamenco. Let's get back to YellowFlash, okay? Let's get back to YellowFlash. So I decided to chime in, with my opinions on this situation because, again, XANDERHAL, good friend of the channel. Shout out to XANDERHAL. I had to go to bat for my boy, chat. I had to go to bat for my boy. So this is what I had to say. Dude really out here making false claims of XANDERHAL being a groomer. Meanwhile, he got ass mad and blocked me because I made fun of his cringy Spider-Man tweet. Miles Morales is still Spider-Man. Get over it, moron. Oh, shit. Based and true. So, of course, we seen the allegation he made of XANDERHAL being a groomer. And we see his stupid Miles Morales fucking tweet. And the fact that he has me blocked, chat. He literally has me blocked over this shit. This happened back in December of 2021, and he's still mad, chat. But it doesn't end there. It doesn't end there. It wasn't enough to call XANDERHAL a groomer because XANDERHAL made a video that pissed him off. He decided that he was going to do the same thing to me, chat. Oh shit! Oh shit! He was going to call me a groomer too. I tweeted out, someone is big mad with a screenshot. Tipster is also a groomer. What? Also, can you go 5 minutes without looking stupid in a random eThoughts DMs? Why do all these people think that this is some kind of dunk? For those of you guys who don't know, I had a situation where like I had a friend of mine that I had a falling out with get mad at me and leak a bunch of out of context DMs to try and make me look bad, right? And like everybody uses this as some kind of like own, as if like, oh, Tipster's some creep that flirts with random women on the internet. And it's like, dog, it's just a bunch of jokes that I made with a friend of mine. The way they talk about it, you would think that I was sending like unsolicited dick pics to random girls on the internet. My dude, like the worst thing I said in these like conversations is goth mommy could get it. I referred to her as goth mommy because she was on one of my streams dressed up as a goth woman, and she's a mom, and someone in my chat called her goth mommy. So I told her in a DM, goth mommy could get it. Like, I know these people are big mad because they're such fucking losers that no woman will ever talk to them, but I don't have that problem because I'm not a dipshit like you. But like, this isn't the own you think it is, my guy. They also proceed to say, also, you're fat. My dude, look, I don't want to engage in fat on fat crime, and I'm not trying to fat shame here, but I've seen what you look like, and you ain't exactly slim, my guy. Oh, shit! You ain't exactly slim, my guy. So, yeah, he's calling me a groomer now. He's making a big deal about something that's literally a nothing burger. I made some jokes with some friends, okay? Who cares? All right. I said he couldn't even unblock me before talking shit. He still has me blocked on both of my accounts. And then he says, and then I tweeted this. So the truth comes out. It's about transphobia. Got it. He says, woke leftists don't like to be called groomers, but will call people racist over cartoon characters. My dude, you literally got upset about the fact that a minority character is Spider-Man. Like, you made a big fucking deal about that, not once, but twice now on Twitter, and got shit on both fucking times. What are people supposed to assume? If you're making a big deal about like, oh man, like I don't recognize Miles Morales as Spider-Man, what are people supposed to think about you, my guy? Yet they actually advocate for grooming BS like child mutilation. Oh, okay. So this is about the fact that XANDERHAL and I support trans kids. Okay, this is about the fact that we support gender-affirming care for trans kids, right, chat? That's what this is about. They're calling us groomers because we back the idea of kids having access, trans kids having access to gender-affirming care if they need it. And they like to like use this term child mutilation because they like to make it seem like we're advocating for bottom surgery for kids, which that's not the case. Okay. I've spoken to like multiple trans advocates at this point, and none of them are advocating for that shit. But these right wingers are so dishonest. They don't want to tell the truth. They don't want to tell what people are actually advocating for. What are we actually advocating for? We're advocating for social transition for minors, right? Meaning, you know, if a minor is trans and they want a social transition, they want to change their name, they want to change the pronouns, maybe they want to dress like the gender that they identify as. I'm totally in favor with that. I have no problem with that. I'm in favor of the use of puberty blockers under the supervision of a parent or guardian and a doctor, like a medical professional. I'm in favor of that. And later on, as they get a little bit older, where they get to the age of, what's the term? Having a brain fart right now. Medical consent. There we go. That's the term I'm looking for. Once they reach the age of medical consent, if they choose to go on HRT at that point, then I'm in favor of that too. But I'm not advocating for surgeries for minors. And like I said, most trans advocates aren't either. So like when they say shit like this, we're advocating for child mutilation. I'm sorry, but like that's not the case. So this is just transphobia. He's just being a transphobe. That's why he's calling us groomers, because we're in favor of gender-affirming care for minors. The truth comes out. He took the mask off, chat. So, of course, just like every stupid fucking take that YellowFlash has, this worked out really well for him. A lot of people had some interesting opinions about what he had to say. Bit Rich, this jobless e-begging loser, calling everyone else fat. As we saw before, he's not exactly slim himself. What else do we have here? He calls fucking everyone a pedophile. Holy shit. Like I said, this is apparently a thing for him. Anytime he gets on someone's bad side or someone says something that hurts his fifis, he instantly goes for calling them a groomer and a pedophile. How could you take anyone seriously who does that? Just blindly, like, and just dishonestly calling people pedophiles just because they made you mad. We have this person. Also, you're fat. What a fucking anticlimactic set of insults. I know, as if I don't know that I'm fat. Yes, I like food, and I'm an obese man, okay? Like, I know that. You don't have to tell me that, okay? That's like the most childish fucking insult ever. He literally, like, ended his tweet with, oh, by the way, he's fat too. Who gives a shit? Most anticlimactic set of insults, and apparently he couldn't come up with anything more creative of an insult or rumor than you are a groomer. What the actual fuck? YellowFlash is a nod for you Yanks. That's a dickhead. I would have to agree. We even got Vito chiming in on this shit with a screenshot of what he had to say about me. And he says, YellowFlash is a groomer. Spread the word. Oh shit! Oh shit! Which I don't think he's a groomer. I do think he's a piece of shit though. Like this guy talking all this shit on social media. He didn't even have the balls to unblock me. Like stop being a little beta bitch, my dude. Beta! If you're gonna talk shit, unblock me. Fucking quote tweet me, at me, whatever. But how are you going to talk all that shit and hide behind a block? The only reason I knew that this tweet even existed is because someone sent it to me. Are you that fucking mad? Are you that fucking mad that like anytime anybody says anything negative about you, your first response is to call them a fucking groomer? What a fucking dipshit loser. Holy shit, my guy.